Tonight we're asking a controversial question. Don't come for our neck. Do men have it worse? Stay tuned.
Talkingjunknetwork,
where entertainment lives.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to
BreakRoom,
Your favorite rapper's favorite podcast.
See, this is why I like your show. You guys charismatic. You know the right things to say.
Welcome to the Break Room, the podcast that comes to you live every Saturday night from Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. The gang is all here. Tyler's there in the background somewhere. He's there. He's there. He's
I'm in the cut. How y'all doing tonight?
Bow. There you go. Danger zone. How y'all doing? How was y'all week?
What's up, everybody? What's good?
Honestly, it's been a great week.
Good.
It's been a
Glad
good
to
week.
hear it.
Decent.
Relatively speaking, anyway. It's been a great week for me. I know the world been going through shit.
That's every week.
Yeah.
Well, at this point, it's just like, what do you expect?
Knees to chest, boots to asses, bro. Keep moving forward. Stop looking back. Do what you gotta do. Keep going.
You can't expect much nowadays.
No, you cannot.
Just to wake
Especially
up.
for men.
What? You can't expect stuff from men?
Can't. What?
What?
I was trying to
Listen, before we get into all of that, we went to a crazy ass event for the past 3 days?
Yeah. For like, I don't know, like 7-8 hours straight.
Each day.
The AVN Awards.
Time out. What the fuck are the AVN Awards?
Wow. Go find out, bro.
You got Google in front of you.
I got Google right here. Always. Ow.
7-8 hours. Was it just you two, or was there a whole group?
I figured as much. Okay. No. Unfortunately not. We were at Podfest. A whole bunch of podcasters and professionals getting together to teach people what to do, how to elevate their game, and communicate with each other and network. It was a crazy thing. Hopefully next year we could get y'all down here to come with us.
That'll be dope. Down for it.
That would be a bit fun, I think, yeah.
It would be fun. Unfortunately, we didn't get to go to the two after parties they had, which had unlimited alcohol and food. We had to come home to yesterday. We had to come home to the kids, and tonight we had to come home to
us
kids we have in the virtual world. But it was great.
I hope we have no kids watching this show.
I mean, didn't we have one at one point?
Yeah, but I mean, that was
faithfully every week.
Like, it's parental discretion, but this is not for kids, so don't,
No, it's really not.
Don't tune in when we're really getting into the conversation, because a couple years.
We'd be saying fucking shit and shit.
We say some shit, you know what I mean? Like, you can't go to your kid like, yeah, man, that's some real shit. Go to bed now. Like, no, you can't enforce that. They already heard it. Now they're gonna go to sleep with that shit.
Sometimes we could take children's opinions and apply them to our topics, like we're gonna do right here on this first half of this episode. RichmondPulse.org has an article called "The Great Gender Debate: Who Has It Better?" where they asked high school students at Kennedy High School, where I have no idea.
Sounds like a New York high school.
New York.
I would
Everywhere has a Kennedy High School.
Yeah, but it's Richmond Pulse.
Richmond.
Oh, so I would guess it's Richmond, Virginia. Oh shit! I had to go back. I don't know. Y'all was still there for a second. Her shit lagged out. All right. So it says Richmond Post asks students at Kennedy High School about whether they believe boys or girls have it easier in modern society. These are their answers, which have been edited for clarity and length. Oh, so they censored them. That's fucked up.
So now we'll never know what they really think.
Yeah, right.
I can't learn any new lingo. Nothing. This is useless.
It's already bullshit.
Just what they want you to.
So at this point, just make it up. Whatever.
Fuck.
Yeah, now let us know what they said.
All right. Well, Misty Sanchez, age 17, says boys
That's
have it
no
easier
real
than
name.
girls.
Yeah, it's not a real person.
Well, she's 17, so chances are her parents were big Pokemon fans and named their child after.
No, they edited her name too because it was too Hispanic.
Maybe.
And they couldn't say it. That's fucked up.
So they catch Sanchez.
She says boys have it easier than girls because girls go through more changes. Men don't have to deal with female body problems, and men have overall been viewed as superior over the centuries. Women aren't taken seriously and don't get the same respect. Women's pants don't even have real pockets.
But you said
I mean, she's right. Women's pants don't have real pockets.
She's probably not old enough to know there's like an actual reason behind that, like the difference between a blouse and a shirt. There's reasons for this when it comes to like fashion and how they made clothes for men and women.
Very true.
Yeah, but
that said, she is wrong about the whole men don't have to experience female changes because y'all make sure we experience your changes.
Yeah.
It becomes our problem. We don't feel it physically, but yeah, we definitely experience that with y'all.
Yo, let me tell you something real quick. That whole edited the names because they couldn't say it thing is bullshit. Because the next fucking at least 3 or 4 names are crazy.
Yeah, they were probably too young to actually put their real information out. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Ray Macmillian, age 17, says both genders have it hard. Boys get bashed for showing emotion and femininity because of what society calls normal for a man. Men usually have to be so tall and macho in order to be more appealing.
Honestly, I've never acted macho in my life. I don't know where that comes from.
To the opposite sex.
Yeah, you're lying.
In media, most women are sexualized to sell products or grab attention.
What exactly is being macho?
Yeah, explain to us.
It's just the whole perceived.
It's another word for being masculine.
Big man, a just Prince Charming. He's usually big, chiseled jaw. You know what I mean? Good looking, nice hair.
So when you're acting like Gaston.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Right. So no, I've never acted like Gaston. I've never had confidence to act like Gaston. I've wanted to wish I could be like that, but no, I haven't. And I've definitely felt like I was supposed to until I realized, no, that's kind of bullshit. No. I don't know.
John Celia West, age 17, says, I think boys have it easier than girls. There are a lot of things that both guys and girls do, but only the girls get criticized for it. Girls are told that they can do certain things that guys do, such as working in construction. I feel like people sometimes look at girls as being weak or not as capable as guys.
Okay, but there's usually a reason why people think things.
I hear no debate there anyway.
No, I mean, I was waiting for the next. I was going to let you finish all of them.
Yeah,
because I'm noticing a trend.
Yeah, there is a little bit of a trend. Angel Andrade, age 16, says when it comes to divorce, the mother is more likely to get the kids. When it comes to work, men usually get higher pay and a better chance of being promoted. It's hard to say when it comes to relationships. Men are expected to make the first move and to pay for most things. While women have to deal with abusive partners and toxic relationships, it's neither hard nor easy for either gender.
I mean,
There's a lot of misinformation in that opinion.
that's your choice to be in a relationship like that. That ain't got nothing to do with anything
I don't know.
else.
Sometimes it's not nobody's choice.
Sometimes their CDs are in his truck.
Lisandro Alvarado, age 17, says, I think it's vice versa as the times have changed and we work towards equality. Men are described as being strong and supporting the family, but the women do that too. Men who are always said to be responsible for cooking and cleaning, but that is also not true, as men can do all of that as well.
That's right. Humans can do human things.
Andres, Andres Ray 17 says, I think boys have it easier than girls because they don't have to go through the same struggles. They don't have to watch their back to see if someone is staring at them or deal with discrimination at work. Society views boys as superior, so girls are judged more. In pregnancy, girls have a live baby in their body for 9 months and then deal with the excruciating pain of childbirth. Again, that wasn't.
Or just decide to kill it now. I guess that's a big thing.
That was Eve's fucking fault.
I want to say something already, but
I was like, how many more of these are there? Because this is unbearable.
Yo,
1, 2, 3, 4.
That one already is like too much.
Let's stretch through these last 4.
There's 7, 8 more.
These kids and people think
8 more.
All right.
All right. Let me buckle up.
Brian Castillo, age 17, says, I think boys have it easier than girls. Due to an established patriarchy, boys can do many things without being judged or bothered, while girls have a harder time if they do the same activities. There are definite double standards that prohibit women from living how they choose. Men harass girls on a daily basis, which must be very annoying and unpleasant. Boys don't have to deal with periods, cramps, or childbirth. Overall, girls have things harder for them due to a variety of factors.
Right. Women nowadays don't have to do periods or childbirth.
Physical factor. Like, okay.
Brian was raised in a single mother home.
Like 7 sisters.
7 sisters. Mariana Taylor, age 17, says, I think that boys have it easier than girls in some ways. In the workplace, if they are demanding, they're seen as assertive, where a girl would be considered bossy. I'm pretty sure they said bitch there, and they switched.
They've only been able to go into the work market, but they think they know.
Boys can also get away with immature behavior, and it is chalked up to boys will be boys. In sports, boys are expected to be good. But if a girl is good at sports, she is told she is good for a girl. Okay.
Alrighty then.
Carlos Munoz, age 18, says, I believe, officially, he's the first adult in this. Let's see.
He's the adult child.
Oh, there's someone else that's 18.
Yeah, there's 2 of them. I believe that each gender has a different type of hardship, as our society is not constructed around equality. Boys may find it easier to do physical work for a longer period of time, while girls can have it easier in getting things done their way. I don't believe one gender has an advantage over another. There's always a balance. Yin and yang. Nohaila Montez, age 17, says, I believe both genders have it the same way. Through different activities or ways of behaving are being treated. In a certain way, girls have had it easier because they're told that it is okay to be assertive and such. Boys sometimes do have it easier in some situations, like not being harassed or having much responsibility.
Okay.
I gotta be a fat boy.
Okay.
Fat boy.
Keep him coming.
Brittany Gonzalez, age 17, said, coming from a Mexican family, I see boys having it easier than girls. In Mexican households, boys get to relax and slack off, but girls are told to clean up and do chores. Boys can just leave and hang out with their friends, but girls can't.
Living where I'm at, I can tell you I've had this confirmation told to me from many people. But a lot of times those men are also working.
It does, and in some situations it's going to vary by culture.
It will.
It's the same bullshit from each group of people.
And honestly, it's not a lot of times that opinion that she's saying from people that I've heard out here who are Mexican is often more carried by newer generations than it is older generations. Even though they'll agree, there was an understanding of role of what was going on in the household where he's going out and he's working all day. When he comes home, he's not working at home. And if he is working at home, it's a big deal thing that like goes out of the scope of mom-wife land if he's capable of doing that. But now, because of the being here, like new generations, like that's bullshit. I shouldn't have to cook and clean. Like, first of all, those are life skills. So, I mean, you could learn life skills and then decide later on whether or not you want to use those life skills with your own partner. You probably will because it'll be a life skill habit and you'll be like, well, shit. Like, I don't understand why you can't clean the fucking house and hold it down if somebody's going out all day and working.
Right.
And it's funny because that's usually not an issue from a Mexican household. Like most Mexican people are
they're like raised to do that. Like
but like Colin was saying, this newer generation, they get in the brainwashing to think that that's a wrong way to look at life.
Yeah, but that started when we were younger.
Like 50-50. It need to be 50-50. But how is it 50-50 if you ain't doing nothing?
Exactly.
Right, like 50-50 doesn't mean everybody does the same thing.
And just like how Talon was talking about, like, what's the problem with taking care of the home that I'm working my ass off to put over your head that you can comfortably chill in while I'm out there busting my ass where I can't chill?
Because to be honest, if you're good at cleaning the house, how often do you have to clean the whole fucking house?
If you clean that the right way, you wouldn't have to clean it as much.
Like, I'm just like, this isn't just on women, but in general, if you have a clean house and like your duty is to clean that, like, it's easier than it was before, you know? What's up?
Hey.
Hey, sunshine.
You're late, but you're never late. You know what I mean?
Real quick, one thing we got from Podfest was something called Fresh Content Guaranteed Interview Deck. So I'm going to put a card from here, and I'm going to ask you guys this question, and you guys are going to answer it, all right?
All right.
Think about it.
Let's see.
Say who you want to answer.
What is the most creative excuse to get out of doing something you didn't want to do?
Most creative excuse?
Your most creative excuse to get out of doing something you didn't want to do. Chat, feel free to chime in.
Join the show. I already got my popcorn.
All right, Mr. Popcorn. What's your answer?
Shit.
What's the most creative excuse to get out of doing something you didn't want to do?
I'm already doing something else you asked me to do before. Can I do one thing at a time?
All right.
I really don't have an answer for that.
Neither do I. Like, I'm trying to think about it. Honestly, I'll either just won't do it, or I'll just say I don't want to do it, or like I'll just leave it off and then eventually do it later and be like, "Look, my bad. I didn't want to do that shit." Like,
now compare that. Compare what you said you would have done to how you just responded to what I did. I don't want to hear your mouth after what I have to say. I say shit to just like That's it. I
All right,
tried.
You
to.
misdirect, essentially, is what you're saying.
No, not really, but let me do one thing at a time. That shouldn't
Yeah,
be an
no,
argument.
like Talon said.
So I got out of doing it.
Something.
I was like, I got out of doing it because I told you I'm already doing something else. So
that's actually
so you bullshit.
Thank you.
Basically, Mix is basically saying I'm busy doing something else you already asked me to do, so I can't do this new thing.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
That sucks.
Like I can't take out the garbage
really
because you told
answer.
me to sweep. You're gonna have to take out the garbage.
Pick out the good cards.
And like, but didn't you tell me to go do the laundry? Like, you want me to go touch dirty garbage and then do clean laundry? What the fuck? Yo, come on, man. You got hand sanitizer ready?
Like, nah. 50-50.
Who's next?
All right, fuck these questions. Let's get on with
Nigga,
this
yo,
shit.
what the fuck? Why don't
Come on, you already
answer
started
them
the
goddamn
shit.
questions?
I was gonna read them all.
Nobody said to read them all.
Now you almost done with
shit again.
Kids, right?
You don't like the
kids
cards. You don't like the cards.
You don't
Cards
say
like you.
you don't like any of the cards?
He's like, no, this was whack. This was whack.
So just ask another one then.
What
We'll
is
confirm
one
it.
surefire way to grab your attention?
Wait, say that again.
What is one surefire way to grab your attention?
This card sucks too, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's so many different answers to that.
Yeah, like that's a contextual question.
Right,
Well, I'll tell you what I said, and I'll tell you what Jasmine said. Jasmine said titties, and I said booty, 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 rocking everywhere.
So ass and titties is your answer to what is
ass, titties, ass and titties. That's what gets my attention.
At one point in time, I feel like that definitely would get my attention, but it's so easy to see when you don't even want to see it that it's like,
Talon, you're lying. If a big ass set of, I don't know how big double D's or triple D's or S, you see a big set of titties flashing right now, your ass is like,
in person is a different thing. Like if somebody is bad, you don't look. That catches my attention for sure. But like that's
we're not
there
talking about a
are
picture
way
though.
other
Like,
things because like that doesn't translate to online.
So you basically saying you sick and tired of seeing big titties. Got it.
I'm tired of just seeing titties and ass. I didn't ask to see.
Nice teeth.
Wait, see,
Okay.
if the question is
nice
in
one,
another
Amanda.
person, that's different. I thought it was like anything to get your attention. So like some shit can smell weird, and I'll be like, oh, what the fuck is that smell?
Like I need a context for this. It's hard to
Like
answer without a
I can smell
context.
fire and be like, damn.
Right? If you smell gas somewhere, that should get your attention.
Yeah, they're kind of up in the air, but you know what I mean? It's whatever comes to your head. These are like on the
If a
spot.
carbon monoxide alarm goes off, that gets my attention.
fire alarm, yeah.
Yeah, let's go back.
If I hear a tire screech or a gunshot, that gets my what the fuck? Who made this?
How much did you pay for these cards?
They were given to you?
$0.
Good. You should give them back and ask for a refund.
What do you keep on your desk or workspace area that boosts your mood?
Cup of water.
Water? Yeah.
Would you ever sign a prenuptial agreement?
Of course.
I mean, like,
What kind of question is that?
you should just see if you can just slide into that, like, fucking, what is it, after 10 years common law? Just get the common law.
Don't we have prenuptial agreements too?
That's a question for women to sign because most men would be okay with a prenuptial agreement.
What would you do with an extra hour in the day?
Sleep.
That's what I said.
You said sleep, right? Yeah. What else?
Sleep.
What else?
What else?
Go to the gym.
What else would you possibly want to waste another
Like, if I
hour
could just add
on?
an
When
hour-
you
What the fuck can you really do productively in the gym for just 1 hour?
Are you
You
with
get a really good workout.
Are you-
in 45 minutes.
kidding me? You
Yeah,
don't work
he doesn't
out.
work out, so
You're the type of
ignore
person to go to the gym for 2 hours and don't sweat, huh?
You really don't even need to be in the gym longer than an hour, hour and a half at the most.
35 minutes, 40.
Yeah, like get a
It
good
takes longer than
30
that to
minutes of
get there.
cardio and then get a good.
Unless you're at the
six,
gym hooping.
Yeah, that's a good
It
all around.
takes you longer than an hour to get there.
What'd
Well,
you say?
Shit, nigga, I don't know. Get some rocks.
if you have an at-home gym, I can see that. All right, fuck that
Get some
shit.
rocks, bro.
These cards suck. Now some of them are okay, I guess. If you're
so those are the
asking-
ones you're not going to ask for.
If you could install one piece of advice in a baby's mind, what advice would you give?
Please and thank you.
In a baby's mind?
Yeah, in a baby's mind.
I'm doing inception of an idea. Be a good person. Like, be righteous in all you do.
You said the what?
Be righteous or be a good person, like as a base seed in their brain, and then let them develop from there.
That's good. So when I said please and thank you, it was meant like, I guess, to have manners.
Yeah.
Have manners.
I mean, like that's a good one too. And then I was thinking, like, there can be some fucked up people with manners.
We're not getting into that though, Talon.
Did you guys ever hear of the
that sounds
100th
like you
monkey
though?
effect?
The what effect?
The 100th monkey effect.
I think I know what you're talking about, but I heard it probably said differently. Like a different
probably like theory
it.
or something. I don't remember exactly how it was brought to my attention either, but basically it was said that they were given they were researching monkeys, and they were giving monkeys potatoes every day for X amount of days, and one of the monkeys started scraping it on the rock to take the skin off, and then it eventually washed it in the water, and it started teaching the monkeys around it. After the 100th monkey learned that, all over the world, the monkeys started doing the same thing.
I think we talked about this before.
Did we?
Have we?
I think like a while ago.
Oh, these are a little better.
It works, and people don't even notice it.
All right, yeah, these are way better.
I know. That's why I want to.
Now we could save the cards for like at the hour mark.
This is Pod Decks. What the fuck?
What's up,
hey.
Be sure to like and share
you know,
with all your friends so they come join all this.
Right. Share this video with everybody you know. All right, so let's get back to the episode, and then we'll read some of these in a little while, because these are better. These are a little better.
You know, those high schoolers don't know shit.
Nah, not really. But
Which, I mean, that's to be expected, but like they think they know shit, and that's the problem.
Right.
I mean, you were a teenager once.
I mean, everybody thinks they know shit.
They're going off of what's around them, really.
Yeah, but when you grow up, you should know that you know some shit.
You think that you know something.
Call that wisdom.
See, that sounds like one of the episodes we did about the memories, true or false, right? Sounds like we're getting back into that.
I mean, is it really? Well, yeah, it's memory because it's what you're raised as.
That's what I was just about to say. How all those quotes you read is basically them regurgitating the shit that they've been taught, and it's the same talking points that motherfuckers had years and years ago.
Right.
Where there's no original thought in everything they said, but I can't be mad at them because they're teenagers.
It's all society.
All of the examples they used weren't even necessarily true. Like the whole thing about men being paid more, that's not true. It's not how that dynamic works. And the truth to the reality is one that has statistical proof behind it and is not well accepted. But it is what it is. Men work harder. Men are more actively pursuant to jobs. Women don't, as a whole. But for some reason, women can't understand that when you're talking generally, that doesn't necessarily mean fucking you. Maybe you aren't a general woman. Maybe you're unique and you have developed into an individual that is not generally describable. That's okay. And it's also okay if some of those traits do apply to you. But generally speaking, means most women can be identified in this way with this trait. I don't know why women have to get offended. Like, we can't talk about shit because women immediately get emotional. Y'all don't know how not to be emotional. And then when men do get emotional, usually we're pissed off because it's all the other emotions for not being able to get emotional having to do with your emotional ass.
Feeling emotional.
And it's not like with that we're not taking your feelings in, out of context or not to care, but that's still not the point. You're taking it's a little too personal of a conversation we can easily just blow past without you getting so pissy about it. But some people choose differently how to move past the conversation, but they just take it more personal than it is just having a discussion.
Because it's how can men express themselves if when we do so and you don't like it, you get emotional, and then we have to deal with you being emotional about how we feel.
And then you don't like our expression when we're like, well, what the fuck? Should I chill with you? What does that mean? Hey, putting me between a rock and a hard place here, yo. What the fuck's going on with you?
There's a lot of fantasy that women play that they apply to reality, and there's nothing wrong with fantasy, but when you put it as an expectation, it sets yourself up for a bigger heartbreak or failure than it needs to be. Meet people where they're at. Don't expect them to meet you where you want them to be.
Well said.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to send an invitation to people to try to join us on this.
You got one job, Jason. One job.
I don't have just one job. I have multiple jobs. Okay?
That's your job. That's your one job is everything, and you can't do it. I don't
All right. Well, we're also reading from other sites. So one of the other sites is called the Standard Media, and they have this. 14 issues that men secretly go through article. But number 3 is really what I want to talk about, and number 3 is called the societal expectations. And it says society largely doesn't understand men. Society has simplified men to those species of people who don't cry, who don't have emotions. All they want is sex, and their meaning is to make money. Sadly, many men have taken this as their identity, living a shallow life. I have watched men break down. Some they broke down when it was too late. Fucking Chris Rock said in one of his stand-ups, he said, "Only children, women, children, and dogs are loved unconditionally. Men are loved under the condition that they can provide something."
You could probably put more animals under that, honestly. It's way worse.
Yeah, what the
You
fuck?
can put way more animals on there because it's way worse than that. It's not just dogs. It's not even just pets. There's wild ass animals that get unconditional love over men.
Like pandas.
Or endangered species in itself.
Nah, they only care about the cute animals that are endangered. They don't give a shit about like the ugly ones or the dangerous ones.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
Like pandas are cute, so people care about them if they're gonna die off.
You're not gonna care
and
about
then they made Kung Fu
Norwegian race of baboon.
Yeah, niggas don't care about spiders going endangered. They're like, yeah, fuck that.
And then bugs are all over the place. What happened to all the bugs? Because you can give a fuck about spiders. They creepy, but they matter.
Yeah, but all right, not to get sidetracked, but Chris Rock says that, and he's 100% correct. But it's sort of like this is the fate men have in this life, and this I personally think we just have to accept it for what it is, because that's women's nature and men's nature.
Yeah, we just got to figure out how to live around it. Like work the gray areas like we already do now. You don't like your job, but they pay good, so you deal with people's shit. You don't smack them in the face. You work around their bullshit, and then eventually they leave you alone, and now you're doing your job. Don't bother. Something like that.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was not fully tracking on that. Were you talking about domestic abuse? Like, what was that?
Yo, you know what? I ran with it.
What?
Bro. It was just like a multitude of just like conjured shit. Just I was just getting at like there's a gray area that we gotta learn to work with or work around. So no matter like how much we want to fight for equality, rights, fairness, we work with what we got to work with. And if we could work through it without so much of an argument or somebody trying to jab a fucking finger in your face like you're wrong for anything, and you can walk pretty comfortably in your own shoes.
So you're talking about essentially like work together through the bullshit as opposed to let the bullshit cause opposition.
I could hear you better without the noise in the background.
I might have to leave and come back because I can hear you doing that bullshit now for some reason.
What?
I heard some bullshit. Okay.
He had to leave and come back because we can't hear when he talks.
Oh.
There's too much static.
I'm so sorry, darling. This thing always do that to you, papi. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do, but I know I need to get you.
He gotta go to his room,
some headphones.
like Dre said. He's probably not gonna go to his room because Dre told him to go to his room.
Go to your
There
room.
he goes.
Came back.
Like, tell me why this shit says if you're experiencing echoes, well, use your headphones. But then when I use my headphones, it literally just ignores the fact I connect my fucking headphones. Fucking StreamYard, yo. Stupid ass duck.
Headphones you got.
I have Galaxy Bud Pros. I don't have cheap ass headphones.
I wasn't insinuating you.
Hold on. Let me help you out there. Do you see settings there?
Yes.
You see the settings button? Press that.
Yeah.
And you should see where it says mic.
Yeah.
And
I know. I fuck with those settings a lot. I know, bro.
Okay.
I appreciate it, but I know. That's why I said fuck that duck.
Yeah.
All right. The next two pieces of articles we're going to read are from thoughtcatalog.com. They have something that says here 19 everyday worries men have that women will never have to deal with. And the one I seen was number 8. And somebody we know in the media is going through that right now. So it says that men are on their own. There should be more domestic abuse resources available for men, and specifically men with children. Abuse is horrible no matter who's doing it, and it can be difficult to seek help no matter the gender, but it's a lot harder for men. There's a lot of stigma for male survivors of abuse and rape. There are quite a few people who don't believe it's possible to abuse a man. Girls get told their entire life to be wary of abusers and rapists, get lessons on how to recognize the signs of abuse, but not once would boys be given the same information. Nobody should have to be educated about abuse, but since there's a need for it, it should be taught to all.
I mean, it's because it's different to prevent abuse. You just tell the child that you're growing them, you don't fucking abuse people. Like, the preemptive part is not sending people to class when they're 14.
Bro, I'm just saying, man. This shit right here could have helped Johnny Depp a lot. I'm just saying. He could have, if he wasn't afraid and told by Amber Turd that nobody would believe him, he could have reached out and gotten the help that he needed. He wouldn't have had a black eye and 2 photos.
Just for the record, I don't feel bad for Johnny Depp. I just feel like
I don't either. You see, I was choking. It was hard for me to get out. It's only because
it is wild though, because men do have, relatively speaking, the disadvantage in court, especially in family court.
Yeah, we don't. No matter how much proof you have, or no matter how much you cooperate, it's always against you, no matter what.
Well,
true.
what?
So it's true.
I do want to touch on something they said there, though, especially men with children, specifically men with children. They say is that right there is true. If a guy is the good one in the relationship, the good parent, the good husband, and he wants to get away with his kids to a better situation, he's not able to. Not with society. Not at all. It's mainly the women that would win in that case, and they always get the kids. We've seen it in Liar Liar.
Yeah. Good example.
I'm a good father.
I'm gonna take it for everything he's got.
He wasn't a father. He was just absent-minded.
In more other extreme cases, when the woman puts the man through some crazy shit, you make him turn into a Miss Doubtfire situation. And like just trying to see their kids, and then now they're the crazy ones for trying to see their kids.
Right? Instead of the creative one. Like, what the fuck?
It's like, wow, you were really the maid? Oh, that was amazing. Come here. I love you. And I was like, oh, how dare you? The fuck out my face. Get out of here. We'll pay for this motherfucker's dinner. We got to go, kids. Come on.
I mean, like, she should have at least respected the hustle and been like, all right. I'm not happy about this, but I feel you clearly want to see the kids, and you're keeping the house clean.
Yeah,
this is how you feel.
I couldn't get you to do this before, so whatever. But I'm reducing your pay by $20. It's like,
what's up, William?
Yo.
What's up, Will?
Boogie Down Bronx.
What did the fuck was that? Okay. The fuck catalog also has a fucking article. So 20 ways that men have it harder in life. Now, something tells me, because this is what we're talking about in this episode, we should read all 20. No?
The question is, can you?
I don't know.
How fast can you get through them?
Because we only can go to 2 hours, bro.
They're not too long. We're only at 45 minutes.
I know. That's why I'm asking.
Nah, they're not too long.
We usually take 2 hours for 20 lists.
11.
It already took us
11
minutes
is
to get
pretty
here.
fucking long. 11 and 12 are long.
But are they good? Is it
I don't
hard
think
for
they're
you?
good. We'll read the headline and see if it is worth reading the article. Now I can't remember which one I had. Oh no, I remember which one I had. All right, so we'll start at number 1. That's where it starts. It says crippling loneliness. That one's pretty short. Either crippling loneliness or the expectation you will have to make the first move. So they're calling men shy.
I don't think men are, generally speaking, debilitated by their loneliness.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Most of us kind of use it as a driving force.
Because there's women with the same afflictions that these men are having that keep them lonely, and they're lonely. Why these people don't get out and meet each other is because society says we should have a good-looking mate. So no,
and we're getting more and more lonely.
Nobody wants to have the ugly. There's lonely men and lonely women. You know what I mean? They're all ugly.
The men have always been lonely and died alone.
Yeah. Yo, a man could be ugly, cute, fugly, whatever. You still die alone. Nobody gives a fuck. Don't give a fuck about us unless we provide.
Number 2 says you're the loser in any physical altercation with a woman, which is what we were just talking about. Whenever my brother and I got into a fight as kids, it could only end one of 2 ways for him. You got beat up by a girl, or what's the matter with you?
Yep.
You beat up a girl. What's the matter with you?
She hit me first.
Number 3 is...
But she can hit you.
Right.
And it's no problem.
Exactly.
No.
We're always taught that you don't hit a girl.
Because
Even a soft jab to the arm, it's a problem.
Don't hit nobody unless you want to get punched in the fucking face back.
Exactly.
That's
No
it.
human being should be touched.
No matter how old you are. Respect.
Jasmine, you are a bully, huh?
No, I'm just saying. Because I feel like that's what fucking Amber Heard did. That she fucking hit Johnny Depp. And then he got tired of her hitting him. And he finally fucking slapped the shit out of her. And she's, oh my God, he fucking beat me. And he does coke.
It's time for you to go to court.
Sniff.
I'm fucking tired of you. You're a victim. We playing this victim shit. Fuck out of here. You asked for it. You hitting him. You really think he's not gonna fucking hit you back? You think he's just gonna stay there like, oh, yes, thank
There
you.
needs to be a legal limit on how many hits. If we're gonna follow this logic, like, is it 2? Is it 3? What if the first one's a really good hit? Does that validate like you're not having to wait for the other 2? Can you just hit it right back? Like, what's the law? How many fucking times do you gotta get hit by a woman? Do you have to bleed? Does something have to be bruised? Are you broken and hobbled? When can you hit her right in the face?
Stop it.
I'm reaching out to my peers.
I'm gonna cut you.
That doesn't help your case.
See, and we just have to keep it rolling after
that. Number 3 is fear that being nice to children will have you labeled as a pedophile.
That's
balancing a genuine fondness
that's
for
children.
Children.
That's for women and men.
But it's more.
I mean, I guess it's the person. Because for me, it's a woman or man. I don't give a fuck who you are.
Remember that TikTok we seen the other day? Remember that TikTok?
With dicks.
There was a little boy in the street lost, and this man seen him in the street.
Yeah, no.
Picked him up and said, I have to record this for my safety, not even for his, for mine. Because they'll think that he took him to chain him up and put him in the walls.
See the shit we gotta go through just to make sure we dance the fine lines of not looking like a fucking problem versus cops need to come arrest me or shoot me.
Oh, God forbid you look like one of us.
No, God forbid they look like you.
Brother, you are big and tall and Hispanic and dark skinned. They're gonna shoot you before they shoot me. Once they see my name, they're gonna know that we're together and they're gonna kill me.
You look like a white boy voice that he can do.
You look like a closet. You look like a
as soon as they see my last name.
You first.
No, officer, I had no idea, bro. Like, I think he went that way.
That was a crazy left turn that took right there.
I ain't gonna lie. With all my security experience from New York,
it was real gnarly, bro. I agree.
Not get targeted. So if people like police fucking try to come my way, I talk my way out of it.
But yeah, there's a reason why women are the majority.
Yeah, he talks his way out of it.
Nah, he just tells them that he's already doing something that they told him to do.
You said get out of here, drive safe. Now you want me to answer questions? Come on, man. Like, one at a time, officer.
That's exactly what he does.
I'm trying not to drink and drive right now, officer. Like, what do you want?
Trying not to. He got the open Four Locos in the fucking passenger seat with the seatbelt on it.
Oh, don't worry, officer. Those are piss cans.
I just have to pee a lot.
The question is, did the officer see Dumb and Dumber? Is he going to take one of them and drink it?
Well, it's fine.
Give me one of them cans.
What's good, everybody?
All right. Carry on.
Number 4 says what we just said before. Family courts have pretty much decided that having a vagina automatically makes you a better, more capable parent. Says Jiggly Fruit 357. I didn't know they were quoting people here.
Jiggly Fruit?
I'm not reading those.
You got nerve to talk about anything with kids?
He used to be in the Senate. I remember Jiggly Fruit. He was a Republican from Georgia.
No. Did he switch sides?
All the way bad.
Well, that's what they say. He got caught in the bathroom, and that's all I'll say. But
All right. Number 5 says the double standard of abuse. The double standard of abuse. Women are more likely to get away with it with fewer repercussions. I remember the Jeremy Kyle episode where he had to shame the audience because they were laughing at a guy's domestic abuse story by a woman. Alpha Baymax. All right. Number 6 was I believe this was the one that I had picked out from this list was the double standard. Men can't emote without being called a sissy or wuss. Men who are sexually abused get brushed off as having regrets the next morning. Men who are falsely accused of sexual assault have their lives destroyed. Even if proven innocent, men are expected to be tough. But those who fight, even for good reason, are categorized as abusers and bullies. The list goes on. Darkness in motion. With a name like that, you shouldn't be commenting.
Was that you, Dre?
No, that wasn't.
I said you, Dre.
Oh, I thought
Not
you said
Jay.
Jay.
Why would I call it? Why would I think you're darkness in motion?
Number 7 says more cultural pressure to bottle up sadness. I know this doesn't always apply, but in general, there is more cultural pressure to bottle up sadness. There is for all adults, but definitely more for men. In fact, a lot of men show they're hurting by being a dick and waiting for someone who cares to break down their walls. If no one does, they just become bitter. They should call Chris Jericho. I heard he was good at breaking walls down. Number 8 is having to shoulder the entire financial weight of their families. I feel bad for guys to have to shoulder the entire financial weight of their families, like my husband. Since we have small kids, we agreed I'd stop working for a while. Although he earns good money, and I'm pretty good at managing a budget, I do feel bad for him, as he's entirely responsible for keeping our family afloat. He's even come home from work, cleans the kitchen, helps with any homework if he has time, and puts them to bed before we settle down and fold laundry together while watching TV. He is one hell of a responsible human being. Steer Pike 88.
Hey, yo, what the fuck she be doing?
Obviously nothing if he's doing everything. So
she's watching him do
She
everything.
must
Like,
feel bad because she spends all day shopping. Like, how are you? Like, it sounds like you got there in school, so they got homework. So, like, you at home. So
Right.
why is the laundry not done until after he has cleaned the kitchen and helped with the home? Like, what were you doing? Like, I want to presume she does something, but that did not.
She was.
Goodness.
she was sleeping.
Do you want a honest opinion from which era? From this era or from an era back in the day?
Both.
Yeah.
Both?
Yeah, ¿por qué no los dos, cabrón?
All right, era back in the day, she's chilling with her fucking girlfriends, watching novelas, doing her nails and her hair. Nowadays, she's running her OnlyFans page.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Say that again.
You know, before the typical woman that used to stay home and not getting nothing done is because they're hanging out with gossip. You know, hair salon, doing nails, all that shit, like they say, shopping, but they do it with their girls. Nowadays, it's the OnlyFans and social media.
You sound like the only single Puerto Rican titi right now, nigga. Like, how did you just soon he was gonna start doing the hand talking shit, you know, with the hands up, like.
I have my hands up. 9 is not getting complaints. This by far isn't the hardest part, but it has to be not so great. Not getting compliments. I'm not reading that whole thing.
I give out compliments, and I think men in general, like, we give out compliments to each other. It's if you don't go out there at all, like, if you don't, like, I don't know. Maybe I've been fortunate in the general populace, but I've had random dudes, and I've given random dudes compliments on random shit. Like, if they look fly, if they got some dope shoes, or I've had people ask me about stuff I got. Like, I feel like guys aren't too bad about that, generally speaking, but we definitely don't get complimented like women do. That's for damn sure. And when we get compliments, it's different.
Yeah,
Number
I
10
was
is the
just about to
same
say
thing.
that.
Number 10 is kind of the same thing. It says not having supportive a group of friends, especially when it comes to body image.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Nah, that's not true. Guys will tell other guys you're fat all the time.
I mean, wasn't you guys
like,
not just
as
telling me to work
often
out?
as men
But
hate
hey,
each
bro,
other,
you gained some weight,
Niggas is
bro.
brutally honest.
You
like
can't say that to women.
I gained a lot of weight.
it's a love of honesty. Like, we're gonna let you know if you más gordo.
Like, you can't fit
don't
in those
give a
tight
fuck,
ass
okay?
shorts. I know it's
I
hot
like to
outside, but
fucking eat.
you got fat. You can't be wearing them fucking shorts, nigga. Fuck wrong with you?
Like, if you breathing heavy and you
Even
eating
if you're
with
not
us, we
fat,
gonna
you
let
shouldn't
you
wear them
know.
shorts.
even if you're not fat, come on,
Like, don't wear them skinny ass jeans, nigga. What's wrong with you?
right? The fuck, I'm not walking next to you down the block somewhere looking like that. Fuck.
You're not gonna casually go from a t-shirt to a muumuu.
Oh, here's the.
All right. 11 is lack of non-sexual affection, which is winded because they got 3 paragraphs. I'm not reading that. 12 is not having a clear idea of what it is to be a man anymore. Not having a clear idea of what it is to not being a man anymore. Bear with me here. In the olden days, say 50s and 60s, men and women had clearly defined roles for pretty much everything. It was easy to understand. It might not have been the best, but everyone knows where they stood, what was expected, and how to act. Nowadays, what does it mean to be a man? A lot of the old manly traits are no longer cool or expected, but haven't been replaced with anything. Also, the shift in social behaviors, but not always expectations, leaves men feeling like they don't know how to act or what they're supposed to do. Men are no longer expected to be stoic and non communicative, but it's still wrong or weak to express sadness except immediately after the death of a friend or relative. Men are allowed to be interested in more than sports, but are still expected to be good at good at them or face mockery. And dear God, don't get me started on how I feel about how I feel for guys about dating. Be persistent. Respect her. No. Pay for dinner. Don't expect sex. And a guy trying to figure out what a modern woman wants is difficult. I want a partner with my equal that takes care of me, is accurate and conflicting. Pepper Finn.
3710 is trying to talk to you. He said tap you. Said the info. Yeah, bro.
Hey, yo, wait, hold the fuck up, real quick. We were just talking about compliments, and before the show, we were talking about how Jazz wants to do everything but read the shit. She put up the thing that says Jason the GOAT, but she couldn't stop him to let him know that he got some praise that he's the GOAT. That's how fucking hard.
No, I couldn't because he was in the flow and he would have did the whole shit.
You just trying to breeze past that.
Mad times. Tell him shut the fuck
shut
up.
up.
See how hard it is? See how hard it is?
You got it, viewers. Just saying.
Women.
We give you the benefit of the doubt and we hope. And then when the literally 30 seconds after the fact we talk about compliments, this man gets a compliment and you're like, nah, I'll just pop it up.
So you seen it and you didn't say shit either, though.
Because I'm
it's only on me because I click it. So if I don't click it, you don't say shit either.
I feel like this is a good time to bring these cards back out because this is the first thing that I found, and it says
maintain my positions, Jasmine, and I'm trying to make you understand. You just gotta read.
Have you ever done something unbelievable only to have no one around see it?
What?
Yes. Have you ever done something unbelievable only to have no one around to see it? Now, in this case, everyone's seen it but me.
I opened a portal in a porta potty once.
Yeah, you're lying.
It was disgusting.
What?
Now, is there anybody else in the chat that wants to join in on this discussion? All right,
On the
let's
show
see. We
right
got
now.
13. All it takes is one crazy Looney Tune chick to completely destroy a man's life. Ain't that the truth?
I believe that. One little Tasmanian devil at a time. Like, oh, you're so cute. Oh, what the fuck, nigga? Chill. I knew it was gonna be like that.
All right, let's see what it says. With all the rape allegations that seem to be going around, I'm terrified on
Thank you,
men's behalf.
Jazz.
All it takes is one crazy Looney Tune chick to completely destroy a man's life. Whatever happens to the innocent until proven guilty. I worry for the good-hearted, hard-working men in my life. I worry they will one day upset a female client or colleague, and they'll lie and say they did something they didn't do, and they'll get fired, divorced, prosecuted, shunned from society, etc. What about the woman like that? Fit it. I sent you the link in your Instagram. Go check that. What about like the bitches that try to get the sperm just to make motherfuckers stay with them? Like the bitch that tried to get Drake's fucking right. Nigga had to put the fucking hot sauce in his condom.
She wasn't trying to make him stay with her. She was trying to get him for some money.
No, not she wasn't
like,
trying to. But there are women in the hood that do that.
You gotta give me money forever. They are women. Like, let me pop a hole in his condom. Let me have this baby.
There it goes right there. This is another perfect example of what the fuck men gotta go through. You see what we've become now, where we never had to use a damn thing. We went to sheepskin, and then the condoms came out, and now we gotta put fucking hot sauce in that shit. The fuck is wrong with y'all?
Right? I don't want a baby.
Hold on. I got a comment because this has been brewing just for a little bit. Because no disrespect to the whoever made that comment or that thing Jason read about how girls talk about boys or men don't have to go through changes that they go through. It has nothing. If you want to talk about internal, you know what the fuck goes through our mind? What goes through our mind in order to not only try to provide a solution for everything on what we know and still come up with a creative way of making you and everything around us happy, only to have a fucking curveball always thrown at us where instead of getting on one knee and admitting we're going to defeat, we're defeated, we figure something else on the fly.
What about the choice?
We have to come up with shit on the fly to continue doing what we're doing without giving up the original,
What about
motion.
the choice? The choice is taken away from us also.
Well, yeah, like
it's
always expected.
The choice to raise a kid or support a kid. Like, let me first and foremost, let me say I support a woman's rights for her to do what she wants with her own body to a certain extent. Like, yes, you women should be able to abort a child under certain circumstances. You know what I mean? Because some of y'all be fucking ODing. But men, if they have a child with a woman, whether they wanted it or not, they are forced to pay their wages to support this child. Now, it should some men are dogs, just like some women are dogs, but also they should have the right to choose. You know what I mean? Whether they want to fucking raise a child or not. If the man is telling you he doesn't want kids, and you still have this kid, is that still his responsibility? Because in the eyes of the law, it is, and I don't think that's right.
I feel like it is if you keep having sex with this woman and putting yourself in that position.
Yeah.
If you expect her to go get an abortion instead of you using protection to stop it.
Right, but that's like what I said. Some men are dogs and some women are dogs. There are women out there that know these men don't want it and they're trying to take precaution. But like you said earlier, when we were reading these cards, what is one thing you would tell somebody? Or some shit. I think it was the baby shit. What would you put in their brain? He was like, always bring your own condom.
For a boy, yeah, bring your own condom. Don't use her condom.
That was what your answer was for that baby?
Good God.
Why?
It's true, though.
Fuck.
Nah,
you never know what to expect.
Brutally honest. Like, that's
He's not even going to know what that is for years, but it's just going to be like, don't fucking, as soon as it hears condoms, it'll be like, never use a bitch's condom.
Never, ever.
Why did you say that? My mama told me that a long time ago.
We're going to let anyone who wants to chime in on this discussion, chime in because everybody has their own opinion. So hit that link and let me know what you think.
Join us. Why not?
Number 14 is penis size and sexual performance. I'm not going to read that because who gives a fuck? Having women fear you because of your gender and size. Says my brother's a pretty big dude, 6'2". I don't care about your brother. Number 16 is being represented as the less intelligent gender in media, television, and sitcoms, especially if the guy is married or has kids.
Or if he's in a Marvel movie now.
Yeah. Being represented as the less intelligent gender in media and television, especially if the guy is married or has kids, it honestly makes me mad. My husband is as capable, loving, and intelligent as I am. Sometimes he knows more than me, and vice versa. We complement each other. I'm so tired of this unfair characterization of men. 17 is having your opinion shot down before because you're a straight white male.
Oh,
what?
That was weird.
I don't know about that one.
So no, that's definitely a thing in like college campuses for white guys when they're talking about how if you go to any college campus in this country, if you're a white male, a straight white male, you're going to be looked at as the enemy by pretty much everybody.
Yeah, this is like a new thing, to be honest. One of the toxic effects of this new society.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to cape for straight white males, but it sucks to be put in a category as the enemy before you even do anything to people. They just automatically look at you and say, "Oh, you're the bad guy," and it's like, "Damn, I just got the class.
I'm just here existing."
Like I'm just copying my notes, and it's like, "You're a straight white male, aren't you? You're part of the patriarchy." It's like, all right, I guess.
Damn.
It's like I wasn't, but
I mean, even if you are, so what?
Apparently, I am.
All right, we're on number 18. So let's stop there for a second and wait for some of these people to pile in. Let's read another card. This is for you guys. All right, you three. What is something that everyone looks stupid doing, in your opinion?
Oh, that's
looking on their phones while crossing the street.
All right.
I think when people go to the gym and they're boxing and they have no idea what they're doing, I hate it. And they're like
the Island Boys. You seen that Island Boys video?
Oh my God.
It just bothers me when I see people try to fight, and it's like, what do you stop? You're gonna break your hand punching the bag.
Please tell me you've seen that Island Boys video.
Yeah, I seen them try to like fight.
I have not, and I'm thankful for that.
I chose to not try to even care.
What's something you think everyone looks stupid doing, Tyler?
I don't know, crying.
Babies cry.
I mean, that's normal.
Babies don't look stupid crying.
Some of them do.
You ever stubbed your toe so hard you cried?
I guess that's more so ugly as opposed to stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes.
All right. What about this one?
I mean, kind of tagging on like what Dre said though. Like when people go to the gym and like regularly go to the gym, but then like you're there regularly and you see them literally looking the same, if not worse. It's like, why do you keep coming here for as long as you do? But like what are you doing? What the fuck? Donate your membership to somebody who's actually trying to be healthy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll read these last two for you guys, and then that's it. This for all four of you. All right. What is the scariest sound you could hear in the middle of the night?
Oh yeah.
Jasmine, what's yours?
Why it has to be me first?
Because you said, "Oh yeah." So what's yours first?
Because I'm scared of everything. Mine's is.
That would be weird as fuck.
That's a pretty weird song. What's that from? Fuck, what movie is that from?
The Grudge, is it?
The Grudge, one of those movies.
Fuck. Yo, was her hair over her face when she did that?
Nah, it wasn't.
I was like twitching a little bit though.
All right, Megs, what about you?
I'm sorry, that shit freaked me out. Can you say the question? That shit fucked me up.
What is the scariest sound you could hear in the middle of the night?
Jasmine.
Gunshots.
Jasmine, apparently. Nah, the scariest sound.
Gunshots is a good one.
Yeah, gunshots is a good one.
The scariest sound I could hear at night is someone actually entering your home. Whether it be the door or the window, like you just know the sound of somebody's coming through.
And then that'll tie in for the neighbors with Willie's gunshots, because I hear somebody coming in my house, I'm shooting. Anyway,
hearing random gunshots is whatever, but
yeah,
like at a door.
I mean, close by. Yeah, I think I'll be.
Yeah, like I feel like hearing any noise that you know you shouldn't be hearing.
Yes. Like what? Yeah, what would scare you?
Like, for example, if you swore you heard a voice of somebody that wasn't, like, shouldn't be home, or like if you heard, I don't know, like if you heard gunshots but closer than you're used to hearing them, kind of a thing, or like if you swear you heard a voice but you sleep alone, type of a shit, you know? That dream and kind of awake state where, like, maybe you hear some shit, or if you wake up and something crashes and you're not sure where it crashed from.
Okay. What about you, Dre?
Did you ask me?
Yeah. What about you?
No, I said I agree with Migs. Like somebody opening the door or getting inside your house, something like that.
All right.
Yo, when I was doing security and I was checking something out, and I just decided to just like, yo, let me lock this door just in case. I'm gonna chill in here because, you know, I'm just, it's part of my 15-minute break, but nobody knew I was there. But at the same time, no one should have been there. There's nothing scarier than out of nowhere you hear someone just messing with the door to see if it's locked or unlocked, and then they can't get in, and you hear them stepping around trying to find a way to get in.
I hear you. All right,
got that blocker, bro.
These two cards right here are gonna put y'all on blast with y'all parents. All right, everybody.
So you think?
So you can pick the left hand or the right hand. Which one do y'all want?
What does it matter? Just pick one.
B.
Oh my God!
I never determined which one A was. So just pick one. All right.
Number two.
I'll do this one. You said number 2?
Yeah.
Number 2
is the different one.
Well, then
so you denoted numbers, but not letters,
right? That's exactly what I was aiming for.
I had to come up with the letters.
How about this?
On the fly. So
read both of them.
Read both of them?
One at a time, obviously.
All right. So the first one will be, what's the most embarrassing or worst thing your parents have ever caught you doing?
Have ever told you?
Have ever caught you doing?
I don't know.
Come on.
I have a good one. So back in the day when Jason actually didn't look like what he looked like now, when we used to hang out, I used to live in this apartment that had like the whole good corner. All right. But and for the summertime, I had a thing for throwing like water balloons and like small ice cubes at the mailman sometimes, you know, because I knew exactly what they were posting up and parlay that. So I'll throw them out there. So my mom was across the street and she saw that shit. So I thought I was slick. I was oh shit, you know, like nobody saw me. I got the window blinds closed. She came home and like I was like, mommy, like just happy, like, you know, and she gave me like the whole open hand. She was like, I saw your ass out the window throwing the fucking ice cubes and water balloons. Yo, I had a shocked face, like I accepted that. I will not say nothing. Holy shit, I got caught.
I guess the worst thing that I could say is like my mom caught me coming home late from a party one day, but she didn't tell my pop. She let me sneak in the window. So that was cool.
I would have hit you with a stick. Like, get out my window. What the fuck you doing in here?
Yeah, probably like
Aim for the ankles.
What about Jackson? Nothing.
I don't know, maybe 10 years ago now.
I'm surprised
But-
nobody got caught jerking off.
Yeah, I know you asked this question because you, for some reason, want to hear us playing with our dicks, but no.
That's exactly what he wants. You fucking fruit.
Crazy way. You think you sneaky, but nah. So like the first year, I think it had to be like at least 10 years ago, but the first year that I smoked, on 420, I was at Wukon, Waterbury, Yukon, and I was hanging out with people, and I had been y'all don't know him, but I was at Matt LaVista's house and with some other people, and we had been celebrating from
Wait, Brolic, man? He's Brolic now?
No.
No, he's the one that be in the comments sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we were over there, and like we were chilling with a bunch of other people, and we were just like, it was the first time for all of us, so we were just enjoying it, having a good time. And there was a fair going on at Wukon, and so we went, and I needed to go home and change and shit. It was like it had been a long day, so I called my mom, and she picked me up. And we hadn't smoked in a while, but I guess my demeanor had changed enough to where on the drive home, she's just like, "Are you high?" And I just turned and looked at her like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Well, I'm glad that you called me and you asked for help or whatever." And she never said anything to my dad. And my dad was never the wiser, which is cool and I didn't know this, but that's because my sister had been smoking for like way longer than myself. So my mom was like, "I get it, just be responsible." And I was like, "All right, cool. I just need to change some clothes, and then can you bring me back?"
I was like, you probably smell like weed and shit too. Didn't even notice it.
Probably from the night before.
I try answering questions and with the windows up, so all that weed breath is just cycling in the damn car. So you're high, huh?
Still nothing, Dre?
Nah, especially like none of that get caught jerking off shit. Like you got like how reckless could you be to get caught jerking off? You gotta be in the zone. Like what? Who gets caught jerking off in real life?
What about you, Jasmine? Nothing embarrassing?
Pee-wee Herman?
No, I only got caught cutting one time from school. I was cutting. I came out the store and my mom and my grandmother was there.
Time out. Did you say one day that you ran away and your dad found you and you ran and he caught you hiding behind something and trying to jump
it was
a
like
gate?
some fucking crazy shit because I ran behind a building, jumped over like mad gates, and like went through mad buildings in the Bronx, just like that. And I thought he was like in front of me, but somehow he was behind me. He did everything I did. I didn't think he was gonna do that, but he did.
He put some precaution.
And he's like, "I see you. Why are you hiding? I see you, Jasmine." I'm like, "Where the fuck is this nigga? He's calling me, and I don't see him." And I turn around, and I seen him. I was out. I ran like I never ran before. I couldn't even breathe.
Yeah, that's because if you drank water, you probably would have got away.
Nah, I definitely did. I did get away though, and I don't drink water.
You got away off of drinking your sweat on the way over.
That one's pretty good. All right, what about this one? What recurring lie did you always tell your parents or teachers? What about you, Migs? Anything?
Recurring lie. I'm already doing something you already told me to do.
Oh my god!
I did ask you. Now that you making me think, I may have used it, but I didn't say it like that when I was a kid. Obviously, I'm trying to think.
Lie in life,
right?
Hey! Listen. Let's make it funny now, okay? That was funny. Let me see. Wait. All right.
Nothing.
It would just be okay. I'll do better.
All right, we'll come back to you. What about you, Danger Zone?
I'm surprised he didn't say it's because he was busy with another assignment he was already given.
He just said that though.
Oh damn, my shit must have cut out. My bad.
Nah, you're good. You're good. You didn't miss much anyway. I don't want to piggyback the same joke.
Hey, come back to me.
Yeah.
All right. What about you, Dre?
I don't know. I really I try not to lie, so I don't gotta remember anything.
Word.
Bro, I could tell you right now, one of the biggest things, and it's crazy because my daughter does it now, and I fucking hate it. I don't got homework.
What you do?
I don't got homework.
I don't got homework.
Yeah, nah, that's a good one.
Okay.
Like, nah, I don't.
They didn't give me no homework.
Homework to do. I already did my homework.
Right, I don't got none.
I did it in school.
The teacher didn't give me no homework. Oh, you know what was another one? A good one? The teacher don't like me. Why'd you got in trouble? The fucking teacher don't like me. Fucking bitch, you don't like me.
Yeah. Mine was always like, of course I went. What made you think that?
Right?
What made you think I didn't? Like, were you in school today? Of course I was. Why would you think I wasn't?
They fucking called me, Miguel.
So,
they told me you wasn't there.
No matter what it was, like, yo, did you break this? No, I wouldn't break that.
They used to send cards home. They didn't call.
Yeah, I know.
They used to send cutting cards home. Like, they were in this class this day or in school on this day. I used to go get the mail before they like, let me check the mail. Like, I had bills. I had no bills.
Hi, Donna.
That was the famous line.
I had a lot of famous lines. I'm not gonna give all of them out tonight. Tune in next time on the BreakRoom.
No.
Where we give you shit.
What about you two? It's swinging back around to the danger room. If it will go. Why won't it go? It's like he keeps blocking it. All right, there we go.
The don't have homework is definitely a good one.
Danger zone.
I don't know. Like, I was really busy in high school. Like, I spent a lot of time there after sophomore year because I was always doing extracurricular shit. So a lot of times I would
Is that code for jerking off?
As Migs, and I would say like I was busy doing this, or like I didn't have time, or blah blah blah.
What was your extracurricular shit though? Was that code for jerking off?
No, like I literally was at school all the time. I was doing track. I did drama club. I did football. I did soccer. I was there. I did mock trial.
What the fuck is mock trial?
That's for smart kids. That's for people who can read, bro. Don't worry about it.
Oh, fuck you. I was doing good tonight. Make me feel like that. Like I can't read. I could read, goddammit.
I believe it when I say
See, I told you the trend would catch up with me, all right? I do
I know
my
you got a
fucking
mic
E's
here,
like
people.
the three, and now
Somebody's
people
watching
do
you
it.
just talking your lines to you. It's okay. They're good lines. They're very natural.
Sucks. That sucks. Don't be putting me on the spot like that. I have a small person stenographer underneath the bar. You thought it was a fucking shit and piss bucket.
Dirty son of a bitch.
You thought it was a shit and piss bucket, but I have a guy down there and a girl down there, and they're really running the show. Right?
Can you allow this? Are you too weak because you're dehydrated, or?
No, I think you just threw the girl in there because you don't want to make it seem gay with just the guy. Right, a guy and a girl.
Working right in between your kneecaps.
First time.
Just in case, you already know. The girl's there.
He got a bucket for you.
See, it's harder. It's harder for a man. If I would have just let that fucking guy be down there, it would have been gay of me. Which brings us back because it looks like everybody wanted to link, but nobody wants to join. So
right? Why y'all think like that? Come join the crew,
right?
Right?
You got enough time to go and type out a response that probably takes about 10-15 seconds to pass, but you can't come out for 10-15 seconds and say a few words. Come on now.
Right? You can do what we're doing right now.
I guarantee you don't even have to be on camera.
We ain't even on camera.
Just tell us your thoughts. Right. So we'll go back to thought catalog.
Listen, everybody. Every time you comment, you are on the show. Every time you comment, you're on the show. Thank you for being part of this with us. You're not just watching. You're not just listening and watching the show. You're part of it. So knock it off.
We appreciate y'all. So come up here, hang out.
Yeah, jump on stage. Act a fool.
Yes.
I almost thought that was somebody new. It's just TJN.
Yeah. Step into the danger zone.
Right. Any hoosers. Still got a little bit more. So we was on 18 at the thought catalog, and it says men get a lot less attention than women do.
Obviously.
All right, that's short enough. You kind of have to take it on a case by case basis, but generally speaking, men get a lot less attention than women do. For some guys, this is a great thing, but for other guys, it's terrible. For me and Migs, I've dealt with a lot of anxiety, fear, and depression. For most of my life, it has really crippled every area of my life where I could potentially be successful. I don't mean to come across as a bitter asshole, but I know if I were a girl, that I would have a reliable support group of friends and family to help me get through my struggles. Instead, because I'm a guy, society just kind of expects me to find a way to overcome my problems by myself. And if I don't, then I'm useless. PM me your titties, OT was his name. That's crazy.
Right.
That's crazy. His name, yo, hold on, I gotta share this because his name was really PM me your titties, OT. Look.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
The guy that read that, his name was PM me your titties,
That read
OT.
that?
That wrote that.
Read that. You read that.
Yeah, I read that.
What the?
You read that.
Right there, you see it? Let me see if I can make it.
Get him on the show, see if it worked.
Wow.
PM me your titties, OT.
That's crazy.
OT Genesis.
PM them your titties, everyone.
Mm-mm. Don't do that.
Don't do that. Anywho,
I'll slap you. Don't
number
fucking tell
19.
people to PM your titties.
I didn't say to me.
You did at that.
Damn, why you jump like that though? Nobody said you guilty. Chill. Just continue reading.
Just chill.
Oh. Yo, this thing looks weird too.
19. In my country, well, it doesn't even say what country. Let's see if it gets into it. Oh, okay, it does say what country. Oh, we got a viewer coming in. Who we got? Nobody. That's just nobody. What the fuck happened?
I don't know.
It beeped like somebody came in.
It did, but I don't know.
We got hella excited for no reason at all.
Right? Was that just I think that was just Talon coming back in. Did you go to your room?
Did you finally make
He's not gonna answer.
Yeah, I can't.
Nah, he's on mute because his
Right,
mom's telling him something.
In my country, if a man is the victim of an abusive relationship, he is in a world of hell. In my country, if a man is the victim of an abusive relationship, he's in a world of hell. If a domestic dispute ends in a police intervention, men are always either taken into custody or asked to leave the scene. This is the protocol whether or not the man is the perpetrator or victim. If a man tries to reach about being in that doesn't even make sense. Tries to reach out about being in an abusive relationship. There we go. Bam, bam. See? Once a night, I can't read. He is often not taken seriously. Male rape victims are virtually laughed at by police while lady rapists get away with lighter sentences. If a man tries to divorce his abusive wife, she will almost always get custody of the children, even if evidence of violent behavior is prohibited in court. Also, my country has no male domestic abuse shelters. I live in the U.S.
Nice.
His name is Manic Pudding.
Nice country.
And number 20. The simple stigma of being a man. Currently, the simple stigma of being a man. A woman can be mad at you and call rape, and it would result in you losing your job. By simply being a man, because men have opposed women for so long. What you say is apparently no longer relevant. I know this is mostly in the eyes of modern feminists, but it's still something men have to deal with, and I find it repulsive. as well as the fact that men are rarely taken seriously when it comes to abuse or assault. No one takes it seriously if a man says he was raped or harassed or assaulted. If a man says he's a victim of domestic abuse, he's laughed at. This makes me so furious. Rhythmic Nebula said that. Whoever the fuck that is.
It's not the furthest thing from the truth.
It is not. It is not. Tolin, welcome back, sir. We thought you went to your room. You flashed in and flashed back out. The danger zone was gone. You had no icon, and then Miguel said you was getting yelled at by your mom, and then that icon left, and this one came back.
When did that happen?
That literally just happened.
Who got yelled at by my mom?
No, that's what Mick said. Mick said you got yelled at by your mom.
Because we were talking about how walking in, you got to the door, and lights turned on. And,
all right, we got one more thing, and it's what? All right, now there's nobody there whispering. Was that coming from Mick's side, like the other night when he had the silhouette there, and that shit was like, "Yo, give me $1."
Mm-mm.
The silhouette said, "Give me $1."
Yeah, go back into the archives. What fucking episode was it? It was one of the recent ones that we did.
Yeah. No,
like 2 episodes ago.
Right? That shit was like, that shit came.
I had company over the kids.
Hey, yo, you were in the camera view, right underneath your hats, and right on this side of you.
Was there,
right? It was when Desmos was there, when you had no arms. Because you came on the silhouette came on the wall with the hats and was like looming over you and said, "Yo, give me $1."
And then you muted your mic.
Yep.
That's it.
He was like, "Holy shit, my wallet is over there." Make sure you take 2. You need to get double what you need to get because I don't ever want you doing this again.
I promised the kids ice cream and I forgot.
Yo, tell Debo to be nice.
Shut up.
Yo, give me $1.
Yeah.
I refuse to believe that was one of the kids that loomed over your big ass and said, "Yo, give me $1."
No.
That's Bebe kids for real.
No, I had company over because we had those
Right.
So I came straight out of work to a podcast and I had kids ready to run around the very moment I'm signing in. That was not going down, bro. I'm on some.
Yo, give me $1. Go to the ice cream truck.
Hey, if they need $1 for ice cream truck, I'll give it to them.
I'm gonna share a popsicle.
Mm-hmm.
Give me $1. All right, look, this is the last thing that we got to read tonight.
Hey, well, let me get $1.
Let me get $1.
I didn't think I heard that though.
Yeah, you didn't hear it because somebody said it to you.
I was like, wait.
You gave him $1.
We heard something completely different.
Nah, I gotta listen to that shit now.
Was that the man who had your arms that day?
Mm-mm.
No. Nobody don't talk about my creator like that. For he
Yo,
has
give me
created.
$1.
Mm-mm.
Hey, yo, Migs, I need $1. You know what I need that $1 for? I'm going to the dollar store, get that Vaseline. We gonna need it for tonight. I know last time you was chafing pretty bad, you know, in Vegas.
Mm-mm.
Wow. What the fuck?
Steve.
Give me $1.
No, nigga. Get the fuck out of here. Stop with that creepy ass voice. See, now ultimately, that's something you don't want to hear at night. This nigga asking me for $1.
You must be used to it though, right?
Why would I be used to that?
Yo, I need $1. I need to get that crazy glue because, you know, the latch on my strap on, that shit, you know, it came off. How else am I going to get you in both ends?
They sound like he done that quite a few times.
Hey, OJ, why you had to make it gay, bro? Why had to make it gay?
Right?
Hey, Mix. Give me $1 though.
What the hell was that?
Huh?
I like that voice. Bring it back.
Give me $1 though. Give me $1 though. Let me get that. Let me get that dollar.
Oh, I want $1. You can't ask for $1.
Dollar,
That dollar's mine.
Give me $1
I
in
want that
change,
dollar.
bitch.
What are you willing to do for that $1?
I want
I'm telling you,
50
shit.
pennies.
Niggas willing to do some strange things for $1.
50 pennies.
I want
See, hey, junkers out there, men got it hard. Now we got this weird shit. We got this weird shit happening to me, and I can't tell nobody about this unless you see the episode.
It's kind of fucked up because oh man, I wish we didn't go this route because this is the last article we got to read from Reddit.
Yeah.
Man,
stop scaring men.
Are men treated better than women? A trans man's point of view. I've always thought that sexism, and I'm going to read this whole thing because this is going to close us out. It's a pretty lengthy thing because he gives us the perspective of from when he was a woman.
Hey, before we start, hey, Migs, give me $1.
Right.
I'm going to need about $3.50. Give me $1, Migs. I need that $1. Check your Cash App, stupid. Nah, Cash App is gonna charge me to put it on my card. You need to give me $1, a real $1. I want to see the first president in my hand. I'm telling you, I cannot tell a lie, and I might strangle you if you don't give me $1.
It sounds like we done invited Exhibit to the show over here.
Yeah, I mean, we probably could get him on here, right?
I doubt it. I heard he's bougie.
If we just have to do a show talking about how pimping my ride wasn't his fault, then he'll come on.
I don't know the story about it.
Oh, the man cut you off. I couldn't hear you.
I was
saying
that
it was fake. I heard that too.
Well, that like it would just really just fuck up people's cars. Like that shit was ridiculous as hell what they were doing. It's cool to look at, but then you're like, how the fuck you gonna run? Like what?
Hey, I put this fish tank in the back of your car. It's gonna fuck up your whole interior with a big speaker that's only gonna make it crack even faster.
Yeah, right? Your battery's gonna die out.
But I tell you what, you go over there to Phoenix, you knock on this guy's door, and you tell him, "Hey, give me $1. These guys just fucked up my car, and I need to take the bus."
That was pretty horrible. Good shit. That's pretty horrible.
Give him $1.
I'm gonna read the next Reddit thing like that.
Well, I thought that's what you were reading in that voice.
Just read it.
I've always thought that sexism. I don't know. I kind of like the, you know what I mean. It's gonna go down like this. You know what I mean? I've always thought that sexism, be as misogyny or misandry, can be misunderstood through experience. I am transsexual, which means that I have experienced both being perceived as a woman and a man by society. Here's my experience and the reason I'm an MRA. Here's my background. I am FTM transsexual. I spent the first 18 years of my life as a girl/woman, and these last 2 as a man. My experiences as a woman. Here's the good. The most people treated me very well. Those who didn't mistreat me because I'm autistic, not because I'm a girl. I was never made to feel bad whenever I asked to help. People were happy to me. People were happy to help me. Guys were happy to help me with emotional issues, particularly. Whenever I was having a bad day, they were happy to talk with me and keep me company. Overall, my mental health and well-being was taken more seriously. Additionally, it was easier to make friends. From what I could tell, Others just felt more comfortable around me, and I felt safe to sharing problems with me. Here's the bad. Oh, where'd my mic go? Oh, there we go. I honestly can't think of anything. I've never experienced misogyny. I wasn't exactly attractive, so I never got any sexual / romantic attention, from the guys to be positive or negative. The only thing I can think of was the few girls at my school to me, but again, that's more for my mental disability, not because I was a girl. That and they were shitty friends in general. I think this too would have been worse if I was attractive, as I would have been seen as a competition. My experience is as a man. Here's the good. Socially, nothing really improved. I hear some people say that men are taking more seriously certain things, especially when it comes to the workplace. But at my workplace, men and women are treated the same. I feel more confident now, but that's because my gender dysmorphia has lessened considerably. The bad. I don't feel comfortable asking for help anymore, especially when it comes to mental health. Whenever I do, people are less enthusiastic about helping me. I've also seen a decrease in quality of help I receive. I also find that it's harder to talk to people. It's just like they aren't as comfortable around me, and they don't trust me as much. It's hard to make friends compared to a few years ago. People overall treat me naturally and sometimes slightly negatively. I've noticed strangers are more weary around me. Nothing like pulling their kids away or clutching their purses harder, but tend to stay at a further distance and don't make eye contact with me as often. Not that I mind, but it's something I've noticed. Here are my final thoughts. It's a jarring experience. I went from being treated like how a person should be treated, trusted, listened to, etc., to being treated well, like a man. In my experience, I've been treated far worse as a man. I by no means regret transitioning in any way, but I really wish someone would have prepared me for this. Keep in mind, these experiences are my own, and for others, it can be much difficult. Additionally, I've only been a man for 2 years now, so maybe that male privilege I keep hearing about will kick in sometime. That's a joke, of course. That or I'll experience more and worse misandry, especially as I get further along in my transition and become even more masculine. But I'll close out with this. Hey, yo, give me $1. Did I lose y'all? Y'all fell asleep?
No, I thought you were
like,
doing the show.
No, I mean, I didn't know if you
You
were
on a
actually
roll.
ending it, my guy.
Yeah, you on a roll, and then you said, "Give me $1," and it was like,
Hey, now you literally just said, "I'm gonna end it like this."
Hey, yo, yeah, right. Like I didn't know what you.
No,
mean,
I
like,
said that was the last thing that I was. Excuse me, I was gonna read. So
yeah, I don't know what to say about that.
right?
I mean, what could you
No,
say
it's funny because the entire trans
about that?
conversation is only focused on trans women.
Nobody.
Nobody cares about trans men and what trans men go through. So that's how you know it's a real weird conversation that's being had. Like this person's story is something that is only going to get attention on the internet. It's not going to get no media coverage or
No, it won't. And I'm
no
pretty sure
cameras in the face.
he's probably the only one speaking up about it too.
Yeah, he might get a little bit of airtime, but you talk about trans women, you get on daytime television and all this shit forever.
Right. Did it say a name? Let's give you your posted by you / Griffin 1102 about 2 years ago. There are a few comments, but oh no, yeah, no, there are a few 125 comments. I'm not gonna read any of them. So fuck yeah, I don't care about your opinion. My man has his own opinion, and we let him be aired out right here on the break room. We don't give a fuck what your thoughts are. So yeah, we will close out with that, since that was a kicker there. And Dre says, "Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels."
It sounds like it was a kicker to your larynx. You just fast forwarded like 10
Hey, yo,
years
what
of throat
the
cancer
fuck
into your vocal cords.
was that with you pausing all of a sudden sometimes? What was that?
Yeah.
When did I pause?
Twice.
Times.
Like for a good pause.
Yeah.
Where?
Maybe
When I was reading it?
but yeah.
I don't think I paused. Did I pause? I think I paused. I took a big gulp during the transition period.
Was that from the little man under the table, or
no? I needed to take a drink.
It was. Oh,
you needed to take a drink. Look at that. Is that it in the cup? Is your controlled experiment?
That shit's a killer on the voice.
That's the residue.
That's all I'm gonna say. It's a killer on the fucking voice. So I had to get
that's pretty telling.
You sound like you're struggling to make it past that sentence.
It's lazy of you to say,
right? It's
That's
like
pretty
you just chewed.
Using big whites, and I don't know what the fuck you're saying.
Please.
Say it a little louder, please.
It sounds sausage. A sausage of your throat.
You're trying to say there's a sausage in my throat. I don't even eat sausage like that, and if I do, it's fucking patties, all right?
You can just cut it with a knife, bro. It ain't that big.
No, fuck that shit. I don't cut nothing.
You don't cut nothing? Just tearing at it like a fucking Neanderthal. Just a whole side of beef.
That's what I do with my hot dogs. I make them into patties, and then I eat them on hot dog buns. We eat nothing glizzy shit.
Hey, yo, bro. How come that, you know what? Nobody has ever done a hot dog burger because I think nobody know what to do with it.
That's what the fuck you do. You put toppings on that bitch and you eat that shit.
Like a burger?
Like a fucking burger.
I don't know about that.
You ever had an all-American fucking hot dog where they put the lettuce and tomatoes on that shit?
Oh, a Chicago dog?
I don't know what the fuck. Whatever.
No.
It tastes good though.
Good.
What?
Hey, the little man pulling on it. He's telling you the show is over.
Somebody wants attention.
I think there's a couple.
The microphone fell on the thing and did that.
Came back. Hello.
It's time. It's time to sign their paychecks.
Again, we were stirring the pot for tonight because obviously it's about perception, how you perceive things from your own, from your own lens, your own life. It may be harder for you. It may not be harder for you. You may be a man or a woman and getting it easy. Or you have the hardest life of fucking ever.
Or just live your life. Be human. Be concerned about what you can do.
And remember, all four of you, I'm going to ask you this question, and then I'm going to end it. Make sure to unmute your mics so you can answer the question. All right? And the question is going to be, if you personalized your car's license plate, what would the plate say? And I'm going to start real quick because I've seen
so you don't get a fucking time.
The best thing. I'm not going to time it. I got you.
You say you're going to ask the question and end the show. Make sure we unmute our mics. That's like, what, 15 seconds for 3 people.
And everybody got to yell it.
And then you over here like, I'm going to start it off
No,
before
no,
you
no,
even
no,
have
no.
the
I
show.
just wanted to make sure you knew to unmute your mics because I'm going to do it at the proper time. So whoever's talking knows to unmute their mic.
Okay, whatever.
That shit said Padoop. Seen a fuck.
Yo, just read the damn question. What happened?
You're muted.
Can you hear me now? Hello?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
Okay, you know.
Did you hear when I said Padoop?
It's off, but it's trying to correct itself.
What's off?
Like, you just keep freezing, and it's like, it's looking off, and we can't hear you, and now you're like freeze framing.
You sound like you're far away.
That too. Like there's not a mic near your chin.
Bronx says you're not loud enough. Get louder.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, baby.
Good. I said, did you hear when I said Padoop?
You can hear his voice going.
I saw your mouth go Padoop. I don't know why.
Motherfucker had a license plate name. It said Padoop. It's pretty fucking funny.
Padoop.
So I would go around the realm like that. Something funny, lighthearted. You driving behind me, you got road rage. You can't be mad if you see some stupid shit like that. What about y'all?
People always want to be mad at stupid shit because they're stupid. That's it. You argue with the dummy, you're gonna get a dumbass conversation. Dumbass out. just dumb around. Dumb shit.
No, it's
Anyway, what was your question again?
I'm not dummy. I was born like this.
I didn't say that. All I said was go look in the mirror. Anyway, what was the question?
What about y'all?
What was the question?
If you personalize your license plate, what would it say?
To fuck. I don't care.
You said to fuck?
A license.
I said I don't care.
Plates?
I don't know. I don't know, something that would offend people.
Hey, these are what the cards say. You want me to get another one?
Yeah, please.
All right,
That
fuck it. This
trash.
is more break room style.
Little me.
Little me?
Little me.
Wow.
Why you didn't tell me you changed your license plate?
That's crazy.
That's the license plate on your semi? All right. Fuck that. Let me give you this one. This is more break room status. We could really end it on this note. What's the most imaginative insult that you can come up with?
Always picking shit that's making niggas really, really think. Like they can't even.
Yo, these cards are ass.
Okay,
just
but like
they're not ass. It's the ones that he picks.
Insulting though, like.
All right, now Jazz, can you pick a better card?
Yes, please. Look through the whole deck. Don't even shuffle that.
They're all like that. Here, pick a card. Any card.
Don't get fucking crazy.
I'm telling you, they're all like that.
Chill.
If she finds a good one, then
don't blame me. Blame whoever made pod decks. What the fuck?
You took them with you. You could have just said, "No, I'm good."
They were free.
All right,
I didn't pay for them.
There you go.
Did you get a receipt?
No receipt.
What is the sexiest name and the least sexiest name?
See, now that's Jazz. She's
What
1 for 1
fuck?
already.
This is now we have it harder that we got to pick guy names for guys.
No, nigga, what?
She just asked about.
Yes, go ahead.
You know what?
Give me $1. Give me $1 and answer the fucking question.
Like,
Debo's gonna be.
Tell us what the Shadow's name was.
The Shadow.
What? The fuck is you talking about, Migs?
Yes. No, Jasmine was. She just had a card that said what was the least sexiest name, some shit like that. Like, why?
Yeah, why would you even think of a least sexy name for him?
I mean, do we really have to elaborate on that?
I was wondering why she chose that question.
Know. I'm just saying, when you think of sexy names, I don't even think of no man name in the first place.
Right.
Yeah, that nigga name is sexy. The fuck is you on?
Say it again. Say it again.
I don't know. I think Gertrude is like a really unsexy name for a woman.
Gertrude.
Any of those
Gertrude?
old names from like the 40s and 30s.
What is that?
Gertrude.
That's a woman's name.
Yes, Bronx Finest. Go back 2 episodes on YouTube. It was the party we had, the fundraiser we had for King Tech. It was, I believe, it's called "Let the Beat Build."
Yeah.
Miggs had somebody in there. And he was
Barbara.
Barbara, give
You
me
said
a
that's
dog.
wait. What category is that in?
Least.
He said that's the sexiest. Barbara.
Least.
Barbara's
Least?
not.
Okay.
Barbara's not that bad.
I don't. Maybe I've just not met a lot of Barbaras I'm a fan of, but I don't like Barbara. It makes me soft. That's fun. Barbara.
What about you, Miggs?
What was the question again?
What is the sexiest name and the least sexy?
He's like, I can't fuck with niggas named Harold.
Oh, you really want me to answer that question?
Nah.
Yes, I want you to answer that question. Everybody else answered it. What? All right, Dre. What's the sexiest?
I don't know. There's too many. Like I never thought of no name being sexy. Lost my virginity for good.
Jose lost his virginity to a girl named Barbara.
That's horrible.
Barbara's not that bad of a name. I don't know.
Not.
It's not that common anyway.
He must have somebody close to him named Barbara.
Barbara. Well, I've met some.
So nobody. Nobody with a sexy name.
It's just not so. I just don't like the name. I guess it's sexy. No, I just don't like it.
Nothing. Nobody.
For a sexy name.
Sexy name.
To think of a name that sounds sexy is just.
Arthricia.
What the fuck? All right, we gotta end it there. I don't know what the fuck arthritis, but let me tell you, Miggs.
Hey,
what do you consider a sexy name for a guy, Miggs? Alex?
Nah, you know what?
Juan.
Let me tell you.
My
Let me
name
tell
is
you real
Juan.
quick about this story
Hey, yo.
about Bob Saget, where